When last you left off, the party had arrived in the town of Redton and done some investigations. During their investigations, they found out that there is another god in town who was carrying out justice, and another god in town that was staying in an inn. And things went very badly when Nibbs and Micheal went and scouted on the god of justice, and Micheal attempted to assassinate him. And at the same time, because of all the uproar, the other god and companions left the inn, passed the party, and one of them laid down Tempest's saddle and summoned a spiritual horse, and that got Tempest upset. And at the same time, Akai and Deacon came from the other direction, and Deacon laid eyes on Shades, the man who killed his brother. So we decided to pause it there because there's a whole lot of tension going on, a whole lot of interesting stuff, and we're starting fresh right now. So I think we'll start with Nibbs. So Nibbs, you and Micheal have scaled the church on the back end away from the mob of many, many people in the kind of the courtyard in front of the church. Which direction would you like to go?
Can you ping on the map where we are? I think I see us. Wait, hold on. Yep, there we are. Okay. So the mob is on the other side of the church?
Yeah.
What's this building right across the street from here?
It's a shop.
What kind of shop?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. I don't know what kind of shop.
No, things are moving so fast, it kind of panicked. You don't see any markings on the outside of the shop. And the windows are all iced up because it's cold out there. So what would you like to do?
I'd like to go basically straight west from where I'm going, but I'm going to do that stealthily, and hopefully Micheal can keep up.
Okay, so you will be moving at half speed. Give me a stealth check.
Fuck's sakes.
All right, 12 and a 14. You guys head off to the west at a slow and steady pace.
Yeah, double timing it. So we're pretty much moving normal speed.
Yep.
So we're trying to blend in with the rather than going from all sketchy, going from barrel to barrel, sort of hiding that sort of way. We're trying to blend in with the crowd and look like we don't know what's going on. That sort of thing.
Okay. As you make your way down this back street, you note that there are people coming out of buildings who weren't in the central market area, and they're kind of looking in your direction because they heard the uproar happen with the assassination attempt. And one of the commoners looks at you and says, "Hey, do you hear that? What's going on?"
I don't know. I just heard a commotion over my shoulder, and I will roll you a deception.
Okay.
Poorly! God, the dice tonight!
Oh boy. That wasn't Micheal rolling, that was the commoner. I just happened to be clicked on Micheal.
So are we going to roll initiative now? Or
the commoner looks at you curiously and says, pretty strange that you're, not looking in that direction then. If you heard it too, everyone else on the street seems to be looking that way.
Oh, I was just looking over my shoulder trying to figure out what it was.
But you're walking away from it. Seems weird.
Well, I just wasn't that interested.
Huh. The commoner heads back inside and closes the door, and you hear them lock it.
Before he gets in there... Oh, shit. I don't think I'm going to be able to break. Shit. As we're walking, I turn to Maliki and I say, "That's not good."
No, I think you're probably right about that. We better hurry.
Yes, and I just start moving straight west at my speed. So I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, that'll be good, and we'll break off to everybody else at this time. Oh, and in the meantime, Tyr did not die.
No, he did not. Even though he should have, because he forgot 2 points of damage, right?
No, I didn't. I made sure that I didn't forget the 2 points. But I tell you, Miliki's probably thinking that she's going to change the spells that she memorizes so that she's got Hunter's Mark for next time.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, bud.
How are we doing so far? Have the consequences of our actions caught up to us?
Almost.
Yeah. Nibbs and Miliki are currently attempting their getaway. And I just did some healing on Tyr, so he is good to go and begin his pursuit. And Nibbs, you will hear people running the streets in your general direction.
Okay. Can I shift tactics?
Well, we'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay. All right. Bye.
On the other side of town, Deacon, you have just laid eyes on your brother's murderer, Shades. Anything you'd like to say to him?
Has he seen me yet?
No. He is just walking with a group of people, and they appear to be heading towards the ruckus and the middle of town.
So I'm just going to, put my arm out in absolute shock that and stop a Kai. And I'm going to say, "Oh, that's him." And I'm just going to start shooting at him.
Oh, God, okay. Which one is he on the map? I guess, well, I'll have to ask, what are you talking about?
And I'll just say he killed my brother as I start shooting at him. And no explanation. I'm not telling you which one he is. I just start shooting at someone.
Cool. Okay.
All right, that'll be initiative.
For everybody over there?
Yeah. Yeah, everybody on the other side can see what's going on here. There are a few other commoners in the area. I haven't put everybody on the map because the commoners aren't going to take part in this combat, but it will make ranged combat a little more difficult.
Suppose I should roll initiative too, or what? No?
No, you're not fighting anybody at the moment. Okay. You're making your way away.
Okay.
Could you give Jodi ownership of my token? I'm not able to actually do anything other than the menus on the top on my tablet.
Okay, I changed it. Jodi, can you control Ulnan now?
I can, thank you.
All right, so everybody's in the street here, and Deacon goes for his crossbows. Shades sees this and calls over, "What's this going on here? Who are you?"
To Deacon?
Yeah, he sees you starting to pull out your weapons and calls out to you.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just shooting him.
All right, you continue to pull out your weapons and ready to fire, and he fires first.
Easily.
So 1 hit. You take 5 force damage as an Eldritch Blast hits you.
I'm just going to shrug it off and keep going.
All right. Another figure in their group sees this going on, and he looks at Shades, looks at you, shrugs his shoulders, and does his thing. Please. Can I get a wisdom saving throw, please, Deacon? And because you are injured, you're taking the D12. You'll take 7 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
He's also going to move back to there. And old Knell, you see a fight break out right in front of you. Deacon is pulling his weapons, and a couple of people have beat him on the draw and launched some spells at him.
Old Knell is at a bit of a disadvantage here because it's bright daylight, so instead of just jumping out and starting to stab things, he instead is going to gesture at the enemy party and is going to cast dancing lights in a 20-foot radius. Dexterity saving throws from all of them, please.
And what's the DC on this?
That is my trying to figure out. Hold on, or not dancing lights, fairy fire. I'm using fairy fire. Dexterity 13 is the save.
All right. I don't know if there is a fairy fire icon I can put on people, but I will just use cursed because it looks like a circle of lights.
I'll also mark myself just so that I know that I have. I'm concentrating on something in case I get hit, so that I drop it.
Damn.
Okay. So the two people that failed their saves, attacks against them will get advantage. For whatever reason, it didn't seem to register Aki's initiative, so we skipped over her in the initiative.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I
No,
see she is
That was
first
me
now.
being stupid. I clicked it on my character sheet and I saw it pop up in the feed and I thought, oh, it's all good. And then
I think it works if you select your character on Foundry, like if you select your token
okay. Well,
and
now
then roll the initiative, but
yeah,
you
now
just roll it from the cross swords there.
yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Don't worry about
yeah,
don't worry
I see.
about me.
I see the original initiative roll was 19.
Yeah.
So I'll change her back. What's your dexterity?
My dexterity
18?
is yes.
Yeah.
All right. So it was Old Nell's turn. We'll continue on. Was there anything else you wanted to do, Old Nell?
Yes, I'll just use my movement and my bonus action to dash to kind of move to south of them, just to sort of close off potential avenues of retreat. That's my turn.
Okay, Akai. You are standing beside Deacon. You've seen him get hit with a couple of spells now. What would you like to do?
Okay, and now I know who it's coming from. I guess the person he's talking about.
Yeah, you would have seen two people cast spells at him.
Okay.
Both are kind of hiding behind the rest of the people that they're with. They haven't taken any actions yet.
Okay, but it's the red-haired person and then the person with a crown?
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh, I guess I'll just start shooting too because they're attacking him.
I haven't given you any indication which one I care about, though. So
True, but I know they hit you with spells at least, right?
yeah, for sure.
Okay. So I'll just use my longbow, I guess, and I will aim at the red-headed mohawk, evil-looking.
Yeah.
Just trying to shoot, not working.
Is there an update for the browser by any chance?
I don't know.
I had this happen to me the other night, and it wouldn't work until I updated the browser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was able to do my initiative. Maybe I'm just clicking this funny.
No problem.
Are you clicking on the cross swords?
Nope.
Like in front of your attack, there's like cross swords, right? Oh no, you're on your inventory. Go to your actions.
Yeah, I'm under actions. Yeah.
Do you see the cross swords in front of your
I want
weapon?
to do my longbow. Oh, I'm clicking in the wrong spot. That's why.
No, that didn't work either, Marthe.
No, it didn't.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Okay, we're just going to try. It just brings up my stats for some reason.
Do you want to just run a attack for her? Just going to attack with on the bow. Somebody want to click on her? Us?
I put the attack and damage window up in the chat if she wants to click those. And sorry, who are you shooting at, Akai?
I'm shooting at the red-headed mohawk guy.
Okay.
Just click because we're shutting down the browser.
Okay. That's a miss. Fortunately, it doesn't fly wildly and hit anyone behind the target. Was there anything else on your turn, Akai?
There's really nothing too close by that I can duck behind, right? We're just out in the open on the street.
Yeah, you guys are out in the open on the street. There's a bunch of commoners, and they're starting to scatter as this fight breaks out. But there's still lots of people around.
Okay, I'll just try to look very defensively.
Okay. Tia. Well, a fight has broken out right in front of you. You see that everything that's going on. What would you like to do?
Which one of them placed the saddle on the ground and summoned a horse?
A dark-haired human woman right here.
Thank you. She's also cursed at the moment, right?
She's got dancing lights around her, or fairy fire, whichever.
I've seen three of my party members attack so far, correct?
Yes. Well, old Knell hasn't attacked. He just cast that spell. So you've only seen Akai and Deacon attack so far. And only two of the other people have attacked them.
This is making it very tough to figure out how to do what is morally right in a very ambiguous situation.
Yep.
Sorry, that was my intent, actually.
Well, good job on that. Well done. Well, they have been attacking my compatriots back, regardless of exactly how that went down. So I think we are now in it in a bad way. I will cast Mind Spike on the person who had the saddle.
Okay. I don't know what to do with that. Oh, there it came up.
Sorry, I realized that after I cast it, that it didn't show it as well. So, and the damage is 12. I don't know why it didn't go through. A 6 and a 3 and a 3. Or I can roll in Foundry if you'd prefer.
That's okay. I see a 3 and a 3, but the 6 came through as some kind of error message by the looks of it. Sorry, what is the DC on the Wisdom save?
14. I'm sorry for the delay. It's the button on Discord is having trouble recognizing it needs to come up.
No problem. So she made her save, and you said that was 12 damage?
Yep.
Okay. Then she
and
takes...
I'm just going to move.
Okay. All right. So a lot has happened very quickly. One of the figures steps out away from the others, holds up his hands, and looks at Deacon and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, my friend, I suggest you put your weapons down and allow us to speak as civilized people here."
Just nothing. There's nothing from Deacon.
You got a saving throw DC 14.
That's wisdom, or?
Yeah, wisdom.
If you're in Foundry, you can click on the saving throw DC 14 button to roll, and it'll pull your stat from your character sheet. Oh, no.
All right, you guys watch as Deacon...
You have inspiration?
Deacon appears to take this stranger's word and lays down his weapons. How would the rest of you react to that action?
I'm not going to drop concentration on my spell.
Did he suggest that I lay down my weapons, or did he just ask me to stop and talk?
No, he suggested that you lay down your weapons, and surely we can speak about this like civilized people. So that would be his 2 sentences. So you put down your weapons, and you're willing to talk. So
I lay down my hand crossbow.
And which one was it that said that?
The one that stepped out away from everyone else. And he's looking like he has no intention of lifting a weapon or anything. He's just got his hands out where you can see them, and doesn't look like he's looking for a fight.
So this one that's nearest, I'm just getting information. There were 2 that attacked. One was the one in the middle, and one was the one on the Armar side.
Yeah, he cast a spell at Deacon and then moved back closer to you guys. He didn't realize that you guys were involved in the fight as well.
Okay. Is he still in an offensive posture?
He's more like using the woman in front of him as cover as he's looking at Deacon. It's not so much an offensive position as a cowardly hiding one. But when Ollie suggests that Deacon puts down his weapons, and he does, you see the Dragonborn in the group, although he had been gearing up for a fight, kind of sheath his weapon again and stand down.
Okay. So as I lay down my weapons, And I say, Shades, you're dead!
All right. So at this point, is anybody else going to continue fighting these people now that Deacon has put down his weapon and is talking?
I'm gonna continue. Sorry.
Please go ahead, Jodi.
Oh, that's Marthe, actually.
Sorry, please go ahead, Marthe.
That's okay. I was just gonna say I'm gonna continue to hold my longbow. I may drop it a bit, but I'm still like ready to like go. I'm just being very cautious, suspicious, because I don't understand why he would just put down his stuff. Makes me think something else is happening. So.
Hey guys, I just got a package showing up at my door. I'll be just 5 seconds.
Okay. The others in the group in the middle appear to stand down, although the armored person on on horseback is kind of riding around closer to the one who stood out, and she's got eyes on you, Tia, and she looks unhappy.
Not so fond of her either.
Scanning the rest of the group, I think it's fair to say that the Deacon is probably enraged, having been forced to drop his weapons. Everybody else is looking a little bit indecisive. How is Tempest looking with his god item right in front of him?
Give me an insight.
7.
You're having a hard time deciding what emotions are going through his head right now.
Okay, knives away, but keeping my spell up.
Is daggers at Tia obvious also to others?
Pardon?
Person shooting daggers at Tia, is that obvious to others?
Yeah, she's not trying to hide it. She got hit by a spell that Tia cast, and she is still tense on horseback and ready to charge at a moment's notice. All right, so as nobody is directly attacking anybody else right now, I'm going to end combat. And the one who suggested Deacon should lay down his weapons says, "Now, please, what's this all about? We were just coming out of the inn to investigate the ruckus. Sounds like it's coming down by the church. Could be interesting. And you attack us all out of nowhere. What's the meaning of this?"
I'm going to point right at Shades and say, he killed my brother.
The figure who's speaking puts a hand to his chest and gasps and looks at Shades and says, "Is this true? My new traveling companion, are you a murderer?" And Shades rolls his eyes and says, "I ain't killed nobody. I'm just a scoundrel and a gambler. I don't go in for murdering people."
And a bad one at that, Shade. I beat you and I was walking away. You were going to blast me and my brother saved my life. He took the hit. He died there on that saloon floor.
What? I don't remember nothing about that. I mean, I remember the fight, but it's just a bar brawl. Nothing serious.
Could I insight that?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. Or Mark, please continue.
I'm going to look at the fellow who cast the spell on me. I say, I have no quarrel with the rest of you. I just want him.
Well, Knell, you get the sense that he's telling it true. He doesn't see himself as a murderer. He's a gambling type. And he thought it was just a fun old bar brawl.
Okay, taking a step closer.
The one who started speaking looks at you, Deacon, and says, My fair man, I am so sorry for your loss. First, let me just express my condolences for a life lost in a senseless bar brawl. It is tragic, truly. However, I don't believe it was his intent to kill your brother or you. It was simply a step too far and an accident.
I don't believe that I care.
Oh, that's well within your right, and of course, those who are mourning the loss of a loved one are often difficult to reason with, especially under such circumstances where you have just seen the man that you believe killed your brother in cold blood. But I'm afraid that circumstances appear to favor this Shades individual, and well, I think we'll just have to leave with perhaps an apology. And is there anything Shades can do in way of reparations? Perhaps some way that he could show his goodwill and help bring an end to this destructive conflict.
Who are you?
Oh, yes. Introductions all around, I should say. My name is Ollie, and it appears that you already know my newest traveling companion, Shades. And these are my three devoted followers. LG, he points up to the woman on the horse. Deathbringer, as he calls himself, and he points to the Dragonborn. And this little firecracker here, she likes to call herself Chicken Nugget. Yes, my very brave newer companion there, hiding behind her, his name is Merkel.
Taking a step closer.
And we have a Merkel item, right? So I would have heard of that person, knowing he was the god of death.
Yes, we do.
Yes. God of the dead, decay, and exhaustion.
Known to be evil, right?
He's not cheery, no.
Well, I mean, it would be possible for a god of death and decay to not be evil, perhaps neutral, right?
Yeah, he could be neutral, for sure.
I don't believe he is, though. Ryan, did we establish that last time? Or
I don't know if you guys have learned anything regarding the personalities and alignments of the gods. You simply know which gods the items belong to.
I think we talked to Tempest and Maliki extensively about who these gods were and were they good for us or bad for us. And it seems to me that Merkel was not among Tempest's favorites.
Because I actually took off that ring. So it's on my person, but not on my body as of last session.
Okay, right. So yes, you would know that he is a neutral evil god.
Ah, so you travel with death itself. Doesn't lend credibility to Shades, does it?
Well, these travels make the strangest of bedfellows, I must say. But, Merkel made a case for himself. Yes, his domains are rather dark, but, where would the world be without natural decay and such? Perhaps the leaves would stay on the trees when the snow flies, weighing them down, destroying them. There's a case for decay being not a bad thing.
The only thing I accept is Shade turning himself in and me handing out the justice.
Well, now, that's not really how justice systems typically work, is it? I do accept the premise that he should perhaps see some justice done. But in these matters, you'd usually require a judge, would you not?
I'll be my own judge.
I'm going to take a step closer.
Okay. He says, are you law enforcement in this quaint little town?
This is what we'd call Southern justice, friend.
Have we seen any guards in this city?
None.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of what I want to do there.
That's okay. So you just said Southern justice. And, Ollie waves to the buildings around you covered in snow. He says, "Oh, my dear man, I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but we are not in the South. We are quite uncomfortably north. Believe me, I'd much rather be where you come from in the South if it's warmer than here. However, our travels have taken us this way."
I'm going to I don't know how you want to play this. I want to try and strain against the spell. I realize I can't go against what he said, but I want to try and like strain to pick up my weapons. And when I can't, I want to like look over at Akai like with fire in my eyes.
Sorry, you cut off there.
Sorry, I want to try and strain against this spell. I realize that I can't because I failed the saving throw, but I want to like try and pick up the weapons and not being able to do so. I want to look over at Akai with like fire in my eyes, like help me.
Can he pick up the weapons? Because he did follow the suggestion of setting them down.
But the suggestion isn't complete yet because he also suggested speaking about it civilly. So that will continue on as long as need be.
So could I, what would I roll for that? Intelligence? To pick up on what he's trying to do?
Insight.
Insight, sorry. Okay. Okay. My intelligence is working against my insight here. Where the heck is insight? Where are you?
In your skills list.
Skills. Oh, there it is. Jeepers creeper. Ugh. Ugh.
You do not pick up on what he's trying to cue you in on.
But I really do. But I can't.
Yeah,
Do you need to poop? You need
No.
to poop, right?
No.
well, yes, but that's not the point. All right, I'm going to, I'll say, give him to me and I'll let the rest of you go.
Well,
Oh, and I'll take that fine horse your friend is riding.
the woman looks at you and says, "Not on your life." And Ollie reaches up and pats the horse's head and says in a very genial manner, as I said, friend, I can't give shades to you, but if you wish to see justice done, I would be happy to escort him to law enforcement here, and you could make your case against him and have law enforcement decide what to do. If it makes you feel any better, I've heard that the laws of the North are quite rigid and brutal at times. So, perhaps you will still get the justice that you seek if he is found guilty of the crime.
And taking a step forward.
The woman in the saddle looks down at you with a glare.
Do I think that, like seeing old Knell walk up to the horse, do I think that it would be possible for him to, like, snatch the saddle from under her, stealing the horse?
It would be like stealing a saddle off a real horse while someone's riding it. Just not entirely feasible, no.
Yeah, that's what I wondered. Like, yeah, cool.
It's kind of like a dining room table and the tablecloth. You have to pull really fast.
Yeah, I have definitely tried that and definitely failed. I'm going to say, I'm going to go, like, gritting my teeth. I'll say, fine, let's escort it to that fine judge in the square over yonder, pointing to the west, to where I saw the man trying to hand out that brutal justice to the thief.
Okay. Ollie looks over at Shades and says, there we have it. My good man, I would ask that you come with us to the center of town where we can give you a proper trial, and hopefully you will be free to go within a few moments. And you can give me insight rolls, anybody who's watching this.
I don't need to. He said give Deacon a proper trial.
Deacon, you can see that Shades is really not happy with this turn of events. He, for a moment, doesn't look like he's going to go along willingly, but then finally loosens up and nods and says, yeah, sure. I ain't done nothing wrong. Nothing's bad as he's saying anyway. I'm sure I'll be set free to gamble and booze and whore as I like.
So old Knell and LG have been exchanging glances since I've gotten up into her space. And it's fairly obvious that this is Tempest's saddle, right? She's riding on a ghostly, magical-looking horse.
Oh yeah, and you can see the symbol of a flaming sword on it, and, it's clearly Tempest's.
Old Knell is going to look up at her and is going to say, "Give you 2 god items for your saddle."
I happen to like this saddle.
That's why I'm giving you 2 for 1, mate.
2 god items. What do they do?
Holding up the bracers. This one helps you steal things real good, and rattling the disguise kit. And this one can help disguise yourself with magic. Makes you really good at lying.
You see her shoot a quick glance at her companions, who appear to have been listening in on this exchange, and give me an insight check.
No, because I clicked out of my character sheet like an idiot.
Am I able to saddle up close to this conversation?
Nobody's stopping you. All right, you can't make anything of their expressions as they come forward. But the one that's called Chicken Nugget says, "Show us those items. I want to take a closer look."
You can't kid a kid. I weren't born yesterday.
How do we know they're god items? That they do what you say?
Ask your friend Ollie. I'm sure he knows the signs. Pitching my voice to carry to the god of deception, I'll say, I'm sure that he can recognize the mark of Lyra.
Oh yeah, Lyra and Sierra, nice pair there. Well, and he looks at his 3 devoted followers and says, "Well, given the sort of action that you guys do, those might be better for you anyway than that saddle." But and he turns and points a thumb over at Tempest and says, "I don't know how I feel about giving old Tempest his item, though. Mind if I have a chat with him first?"
Casting a glance over to Tempest, old Knell just sort of holds up a thumb in a sideways gesture and then flicks it up or down.
I'm nervous about this.
Tempest gives you a thumbs up.
Okay, so then do I take that to mean a thumbs up, yes, I should jump these fools right now, or a thumbs up, yes, I'm willing to talk?
Willing to talk.
Yeah, all right. Go over there. Just you. Have yourselves a little chat. 10 feet away. You get any closer, I start throwing knives.
I like the sounds of the way you do business, sir. You're a credit to your people. And he walks over closer to Tempest.
While he's doing that, are there any, rocks on the ground?
Yeah.
I'm going to pick one up, and can I throw it at Deathbringer? Not a big rock, just a little one.
Like a pebble?
Oh, a rock from a driveway.
Yeah, sure. You can throw it at Deathbringer.
And, I'm not even really trying to hurt him. I'm just trying to hit him with it. Because he never suggested I couldn't throw rocks. Okay.
Yeah, you throw the rock.
Should I make an attack roll, or do I hit him, or what?
Yeah, you can make an attack roll.
Okay.
It's an improvised weapon, dex-based.
Not really sure how.
If you just roll a d20 and add your dexterity and proficiency modifier, and then the damage will just be a d4. You can do all of it manually in Forge if you want to.
Oh, no.
You toss a rock, but it doesn't hit Deathbringer.
Oh, you're not proficient with improvised weapons, so it's just your dex. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But the Dragonborn does give you a look when the rock kind of sails by.
I'm going to blow him a kiss.
He turns away from you. In the meantime, you hear Ollie and Tempest talking to each other. The upshot of it is that Ollie has no problems with Tempest. They've had some good times in their day, because Tempest can be quite the drinker and quite the partier. And Ollie respects that. And Tempest has no real problems with Ollie either. But when it comes to the negotiations of the god items, Ollie gets a little bit cagey. He's like, I know promises can be broken as mortals. So your word wouldn't mean much if you promised not to attack me if I gave you your saddle. But I'll give you a go anyway. You promise not to attack me? And Tempest says that he promises as long as he can, but he's not going to lose the God's War if it comes to that. And Ollie takes that well enough and says, all right, 2 for 1. But we get our pick of the 2. And that he directs at old Knell.
No.
No, absolutely not.
And why not? Do you have something that would compromise your position in the God's War?
We have some we like. That, just like you said, certain items might be well attuned to some of your followers and well suited for them. We have certain ones that are well suited for us.
Oh, can you give me a deception check?
I am using Saloon's dust. I feel like that's very well suited to me. I'm not being deceptive at all.
But you also have that ring.
I'm not talking about that ring when I'm referencing it. I'm talking about the one I'm talking about. And I'm being very explicit about what I'm talking about. We have some that are very well suited to us. And no, they may not have their pick.
And
I was raised with a fae. Yeah. I know how to speak this very well.
Yep. He looks at you with a critical eye, but then nods and says, all right. Well, that's all well and good. I don't suppose you have any of my items, though, because that would make me real sore if I found out you did.
Doesn't matter. The deal's the deal. These 2 items for the saddle.
What has been offered is a good deal. You should take it. That is a casting of suggestion.
It's a better deal for you, since the god you follow is getting something of his, and we're just getting a couple of minor boosts. May even put a target on our backs.
Did he make his save on the suggestion spell?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that there was a suggestion. I didn't see anything bold.
The statement was, it's a good offer. You should take it, and I'm using that as a casting of suggestion.
Ah, okay. That's a wisdom save. Okay, so what he said stands. He says, it is a good deal, but it's better for you, given that one of your gods goes from being a weak nobody to as strong a player as anyone else in the field, and they're just getting a couple of minor boosts.
Well, that's not all you're getting. And old Knell is going to sweep back his cloak, revealing his acid-scarred features, his missing teeth, and he's going to give everybody just the most menacing grin that he can. We're also letting you walk away with your lives, and I'd like to intimidate if I can.
You certainly can try.
Sorry, I did not roll at advantage. 16 is the first die, and 6 is the second, so 16 stands.
He looks suitably shaken at your appearance and says, well, like you said, 2 for 1. It's not a terrible deal. Just, a little lopsided in your favor, but we can probably deal with that. But, just to make sure you don't get any ideas.
Hello?
Who's he casting that on?
He turns and looks at Merkel beside him. And you see Merkel suddenly, recoil back. And, he's wincing in pain. And Ollie flashes you a grin and says, anything goes sideways here, and this one's not a problem for me to take out. I'll get stronger, and favor shifts back to me. Do we have an understanding?
I did not anticipate that.
man. Oh, man. You are appealing to my worst angels here because
Oh, me too.
they just weakened themselves, and he showed his friend that he can't be trusted. Like, you have completely put everything back in our favor for continuing this fight because now the two of them are at each other's throats. I'm going to roll a dice. Okay. High is violence. Low is peace.
As violent as you can get. Got it.
Yeah!
Funny.
Let the
Good
fight
roll.
Is that
continue.
initiative again?
That's initiative again, as old Knell is just going to
Okay.
yell out, "Geek the mage!" and is going to go for the girl on the horse.
Okay, we're going to pause it there for a moment and go back to Nibbs and Meliki.
Hold on, I'm just pouring a drink. Okay, Nibbs and Miliki.
Yep.
Do you see how there's like a little square there right by where I am? Right here?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I want to duck in there and like hide. Is that like a back alley area?
Yeah, it's an area between some buildings, so it's pretty quiet back there.
Can I roll another stealth, please?
Yeah.
I am going to take this die and shove it so far up. Anyway.
15's still not bad.
Yeah, but it was an 8 that I rolled.
So the god that was attacked and his followers run down the street, and you can hear them asking people if they saw someone with a bow. They didn't get much of a better look than that, and the people say, "Oh yeah, down there," and you can hear them coming in your direction.
Okay, I'm going to run this way. Ready, set. Wait, I gotta zoom in. There I am. That's like 60, isn't it?
Meliki just moved 60, so you got to back it up 3 squares.
God damn it!
And as they run in between the houses, one of them spots you and hollers out that you guys are that way, and they begin their pursuit. So where are you running to?
Left or right? Sorry, I think we're just running right.
So you
away from the people.
Fair. So are you running back to the rest of the party? That you know that
I think
they're at
by
that
happenstance, yes, not on purpose. At this point, he's probably a little lost, and just kind of just booking it in the opposite direction.
Okay. You guys are running, and they're running after you.
Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I have a move in there somewhere?
What's that? Yeah, I moved you guys, and then I moved the pursuers to the point that I wanted you to get to. You don't need to make a perception check at this point. To your right, out of the corner of your eye, you see very bright lights, and you can see 4 figures standing in the marketplace, and it looks like they're interrogating commoners who are in the area. And one of them looks up as you guys are running by, and you run past.
Shit. Yeah. Those. Yeah. Okay. Great. I wonder what my third character is going to be.
And you guys continue on west.
Second.
And at this point, your pursuers are running past the gap in the buildings as well, and they see this, and you hear voices calling out from the marketplace, and they begin to start an intercept course.
Well, I think at this point we just cue the Benny Hill music, right? Like,
yeah. Okay. So you guys make it to the little group of trees there, where Frostpaw is waiting.
Who the hell's Frostpaw? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, her dog.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like now we're gonna get attacked.
And you see 2 groups coming out now. and the group of holy people from the temple call out for you to stop, and make clear what you're up to.
Oh yeah, I'm not stopping. Like
Okay.
I am an animal on retreat now. So like this is fight or flight, and I am in full flight. I'm basically booking it for the nearest forest if I can find one.
Okay.
I kind of envision him running up to the group in the whatever state they're in and yelling, "Start the car, something like that." You know, no, he'd be basically yelling, "Run, run now!"
So we can, old Knell, you're just getting ready to launch an attack when you hear a commotion to the west, and you see two groups pursuing Nibbs and Micheal as they run up behind you guys. So, with that, are there any changes that you'd like to make to your plan, or are you going ahead with the assault?
Honestly, I don't even think that old Knell is in a position to notice. I think that that dog has gotten the better of him, and he's embraced murder. So I think he's let his worst demons win with that 20 to fight. So I'm going at these folks.
All right. Everybody roll initiative.
Also, for the sake of honesty, that conversation totally took longer than a minute, didn't it?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, fairy fire would have worn off.
Yeah, it took a little while. I think actually Nibbs and Micheal might have stopped for gelato on the way.
I hope you brought enough back for the party.
Goodness, that's a robust combat tracker.
Oh man, we are not smoking them in initiative as I had hoped.
Hey, Ryan, can I pitch something to you?
Of course you can.
What if we did like a group initiative for each one of their groups and then just individual for us?
I mean, it's going to work out to be the same number of combatants. We've already rolled it. So.
I'm just thinking maybe we'll save time. But
I've done that before in large battles, and it always comes back to bite me in the butt because the person that I use for the initiative winds up dying and gets taken out of the tracker. And then I'm like, oh no, what's the initiative for everyone else? Or I forget to even do everyone else.
Good point.
So it's just easier to have everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
All right, Akai. Let me set the stage for you. Nibbs is running up behind you with Micheal and Frostpaw. You see that they are being pursued by 8 individuals, some of them glowing with bright light. Old Knell has not sprung his attack yet. I'm not sure if he's given warning of well, he must have, because everyone's rolled initiative. So you know that he is about to launch into battle here. What would you like to do?
Oh God. Gosh. So they're coming right at me, like Nibbs and Micheal and.
Yeah, they're not far away. They're like 15 feet away from you guys.
Okay. I'm probably going to step back from Deacon just slightly, and then I'll probably oh man, this is tough. It's like flipping a coin here. I think I'm going to probably I'm going to step back to kind of let them run past, but I'm going to can I delay my action until Ulnan make the move?
You have, for readying an action, you have to declare what action it is that you're readying.
Okay. Well, I will. So you mean like what weapon I'm going to use, that type of thing?
And who you're attacking, and what conditions will trigger the attack, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
You almost do like a sentence, if any enemies attack my friends, I will shoot my bow at this person.
Okay. Well, yeah, I will attack the. Now, do I know now who this? What was his name? Shades.
Shades. Yeah, he killed Deacon's brother.
Yeah, but he's the red-headed guy, correct?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. So I will attack him if he, or if any of my people get attacked, basically.
Okay. And you said you're going to move a bit?
Yeah, I'm just gonna step back, kind of like, oh geez, hang on, just like that, just because I feel like they're gonna blow through me like Nibbs and Leaky and all them. So.
Okay. Deacon, your turn. You are still, well, technically,
Okay,
I guess. I think Ollie has stopped the conversation with you because he went to go and speak with Tempest. So I think the suggestion is over.
Okay, I was going to ask if I could pick up my weapons because I did put them down and I was willing to talk, and now he's not talking to me. Okay, so I will pick up my weapons. Is that an action, bonus action? What is that for me?
That's nothing. That's just a free action.
And I will pick up my weapons and I'll just fire at Shades.
Okay, and that's a hand crossbow?
It is. I will be at disadvantage. It's definitely a miss, and I'll use my bonus action to make my attack again.
Okay.
Wow! Wow, that's impressive.
Double ones!
And I will move to there. Oh yeah, never mind. Yep, that's...
Can you give me a dexterity acrobatics check, DC 15?
Wow!
You try to fire off a couple of shots. With one of them, you lose your footing and fall prone, and your turn ends there.
Sounds good. Did I just roll 4 ones in a row?
Yeah, you sure did.
That is really cool. I have never seen that before.
No, the
I'm
odds
very
of that,
impressed with you.
yeah, the odds of that are absolutely astronomical. So, congrats on that, I guess.
The gods have spoken, and your vendetta with Shades.
Yeah, I guess, eh?
Mega, Lugga, and Gorkle have been watching all of this from the other side of the tavern, and they're just standing there shaking, waiting for someone to tell them what to do. Yeah. Nibbs, Miliki, and Frostpaw are going to make dex saving throws. You all pass. So you take half of the damage, which is 3d6 cold. Ouch. Okay, 7 cold damage.
Ouch.
Nibbs, your turn.
Okay. I'd like to roll an insight on Miliki.
Okay. She appears concerned that you're all winding up in one major battle royale here, but you can see her looking back and eyeing those who are pursuing you more than the people in front of you.
I turn to her and ask, run or fight? And I'd like to hold an action to attack the nearest bad guy in the direction that she indicates.
She says both and points back at the people pursuing you.
Okay, then I will fire my short bow at the wizard there.
Okay.
Ooh, nice!
Oh dear. Yeah, shield won't protect her from that. So she goes down.
And that was someone in the mob behind them?
Yeah. Anything else on your turn, Nibbs?
A little horrified with himself, I think he'll continue running. Well, what? I don't know, whatever he's doing.
Yeah, regular speed since you used your action.
Yeah.
Although you are a rogue, so you could bonus action dash, I think, can't you?
I'm going to stay with Miliki.
Okay.
That's right?
Yeah. Looks like you moved 35 there.
Oh, did I?
And Deacon would count as rough terrain.
Oh, I have a thing, I think, that allows me to go through people's things.
Oh, right. Oh, no, you were one space ahead of Miliki. That's right. So yeah, you can go one more.
Okay. Okay. Nimbleness. I can move through the space of any creature of one size larger than me.
Awesome. Okay, so that's your turn?
Yeah, I believe that is all I can do. Well, no, I got a bonus. Can I hide behind?
He's prone right now, so I would say no.
I'm really small, though. Okay, that's it.
Alrighty. Constitution saving throws for Akai, Deacon, and Nibbs.
That was not good.
Alright, so Nibbs, you take 15 thunder damage. I believe it is. Yeah, thunder. Akai and Deacon, you each take 7.
Respectfully, is the range on Shatter not 60 feet?
Oh, no. Never mind. Take that back. Retcon.
That is good because I was dead.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
You can do that, though. Okay, so Frostpaw goes down to the Shatter and fires an arrow behind her. And her arrow pierces the soldier who's closest to her. But he's still up, and she continues her movement. Old Knell, does a 21 hit?
Of course it does.
Of course. You're going to take some psychic damage.
Isn't it 2d8 and a d6 for Chaos Bolt?
Oh, yeah.
Chaos Bolt is an awesome spell. It didn't bounce.
All right, so psychic or lightning? I think she'd be okay with psychic. So you take 13 psychic damage.
I'm still standing.
And I believe that is it for her turn. 10 misses, right?
Yeah, get wrecked. Get out of here with that garbage.
At this point, Tyr calls out to his allies to bring down the archer and makes his way around a corner.
Oh, you cowardly cuss.
Tell him. Call him out.
I mean, if it wouldn't be metagaming, I would.
And 14 misses Tempest. So Merkel runs up to him and tries to inflict wounds on him, but fails. And Ollie says, 2 for 1.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Tia, you are in the area of a shatter.
Merkel, you blinking idiot.
What does that mean?
Constitution saving throw DC 14.
I'm going to take this moment to point out that we rolled some things, or I'm supposed to roll as a divination wizard, and it might be important right now. Do you know if we still have rolls?
I feel like you rolled those in chat a while ago because you weren't sure if you were
going to have trouble finding them on my phone.
Yeah, let me take a quick look, see if I can find them.
Thank you, Ryan.
Because I remember you rolled them while we were doing divination dice for
I hate
something else.
But I'm pretty sure that you rolled them on May 15th, and I'm pretty sure you rolled a 5 and a 7.
Okay, so I won't want to use them at this point in time.
No, you want to stick those on enemy attacks, and you have to declare it before Ryan makes the roll. So just be active.
Yeah, so you get your con save. Oh, max damage. Tia, you take 24 damage, and the others take 12 each, and they both drop. Oh no, Tempest has 1.
Yes. Oh, keep standing, Tempest.
He is down.
And as Merkel goes down, you can all see power swirling around Oladamara as he absorbs the power of another god, or his first god. This is his first kill.
Oh, jeez.
And I think that's what he's going to do with his turn. Actually, he's going to move right up into Tempest's face here, and then end his turn. Does a 17 hit, Old Knell?
Yes, it does, just barely. And my 3 hit points, I don't think can keep me up here.
Oh, I'm not sure what... Oh, it re-rolled a dice automatically. That's cool. Yeah, you take 9.
Noted.
And once you drop, she turns her attention to Ulnan and says, "Do we have a problem?" And the fighter tries to take a shot at Miliki, but misses.
And the arrow totally carries on hitting shades, right?
Alas, no. Old Knell, you are down. You'll need a death save.
Failure.
Okay. Deacon does an 18 hit.
Yep.
All right. You take 13 damage from an Eldritch Blast. Tia, you said you're unconscious?
Yep, about to make a death save.
Okay. 1 success.
Excellent, I'm done here.
Ulnan, you're up. So LG just looked at you after dropping old Knell and asked you if you have a problem.
My problem is with neither of you, and I take one step away from them.
Okay. They don't take any attacks of opportunity.
I am casting Eldritch Blast at Oladamara.
A 20 will hit. And when you do that, LG says, apparently we do. And you hear Chicken Nugget shriek. Tempest. Yeah, he's not going to back down. He's not going to beg. He is going to second wind.
I wasn't done.
Oh, sorry. What else are you doing?
I don't know how far away I am from Tempest, or am I able to split my movement?
Yep.
I'm going to move another 10 feet closer, and I am using my feature to heal 2d6 of Tempest's wounds.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's a bonus action for that?
It is.
Excellent.
I'm trying to figure out how to do the amount of dice I want to do. I'm doing it to 2d6 for him, so I have to roll one more. That was pretty feeble.
So he gets 3 health back?
Yes.
All right. So, yep, Tempest doesn't change what he's doing. He's going to use his second wind. Or wait, do you get second wind at first level?
Absolutely do, for a fighter.
Oh, it's saying he doesn't have any uses left. Oh, there we go. He hasn't used it today. And Sacred Flame won't reach 60 feet. Nope. And back to the top of the order. Akai. Lots has happened in 6 seconds. What would you like to do?
Just a little bit. Okay, I was just talking to Shane offline. I want to shift, which I've never done before. So it's, I guess, a bonus action. But I'm going to do that first, if that's okay.
Sure thing.
Okay, so then it also says I can increase my speed by 10 feet. So I was going to plan on attacking the god guy, I guess, which I can't remember what his name was.
Which one? There are
Oracle?
2 still up.
Sorry, the one that's by Tempest and
Oladamara?
Sure, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so if he's on our side? Sorry, Shane's just talking to me.
I'll shut up now.
Okay.
Sorry, a bunch of teenagers are talking to her.
Oh Lord, okay. Woo. Sorry. Okay, well never mind then. Hang on a second. Okay, let me just
Ollie is not on our side, so you can attack Ollie.
Okay.
Tempest is the god that's up, that's still on our side.
Yeah, no, I know. I meant the guy that's in front of Tempest. So is that Ollie?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one I meant. Because Tempest is the red-haired guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
This is our red-haired guy.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go after Ollie. Now, I can move. What would be my max move? Now that I'm gonna shift, I have 10 feet more, so
40.
40. So I can't make it there. But unless I is there any way of making it there?
You can use your action to dash and move 80.
But then can I still attack?
No.
No.
Unless you action surge.
Okay. And so if I did that, what would I be really prone after everything though? Okay, so I'm just gonna run at Ollie and attack him. However I need to get there.
Does she have enough movement to make it there? If she action surges?
If she dashes and then action surges, she should be able to run there and attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's got 40 base movement with her shift, so she can move 80.
Okay. And up to him is like 75.
Yeah.
I'm counting anyway. Okay.
So
Wait.
you can just move your
Do that.
token over there and then roll your attack.
Okay.
You should have your samurai sword.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to use.
Anna?
Just trying to find it. Pitiful.
That is a
What?
miss.
What the fuck is going on with these dice?
All right, I think that uses everything that you can do in a turn.
It is. I think so.
All right, Deacon, you are prone on the ground and near death. What would you like to do?
I'm going to bonus action second wind for some good healing.
Yeah, not bad.
Then I will stand up, and I will move my remaining 15 feet. And I am going to pull out my heavy crossbow, and seeing that Shades is running away, but my friends are going down, I am going to try and take a shot at Ollie also. I think he's more dangerous than Shades.
A 16 misses.
Now, I can't recall this.
Can you please make an attack roll against a Kai?
Hold on a second. I can't recall this. If I need to declare my maneuver dice before I see the result, I don't think I do.
Let me check.
It depends on the maneuver you're using. Look at.
I want to use precision attack. I got it here.
I imagine that would have to be called beforehand, but
When you make an attack roll, you can expend one superiority dice and add it to the roll before or after the roll, but before any effects are applied. Yeah, I don't know what that means. You tell me, Ryan.
I have to find it.
It's before or after the roll, but before any effects are applied. So you could toss it on right
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but I want Ryan to make sure.
under his features and traits, under maneuvers, precision attack.
Okay, so it says if you're paying enough attention to know the target's AC, or if you know you haven't done that. So you didn't know what his AC was, and you didn't know you missed until I said you missed. So I don't think you can use it because it says you have to be paying attention to their AC. You didn't know as soon as you rolled it that would miss.
Okay.
So I will give you another attack roll against a Kai. And you miss.
Thank God for rolling low sometimes. Eh?
Yay!
All right. Then I'm going to action surge, and I'm going to try shooting Ollie again. And if it's not higher than 16, I'm going to use my precision attack.
Okay.
I'm happy with that one. Let's see.
That's a hit. Anything else?
I believe that is all I can do.
Good old Mega, Lugga, and Gorkil seeing Tia go down, try to come out and help patch her up, but they're not successful.
Sweet of them to try, though.
Yeah. Nibbs, your turn.
All right. I'm going to take my movement first. Go there. And I'll attack this guy, which is, I think, second here. Oh, 80 is my range for my short bow, so that's still okay. So
Yep.
I will shoot my short bow at that guy.
Okay.
And I get my sneak attack on this, right? He's engaged in just 1 second here.
You would, because he's engaged with an ally, because you can trigger not only off of your panache class feature, but also other requirements for sneak attack.
That's right.
Yeah, you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. So yeah, sneak attack would apply.
Oh, that's probably not going to hit.
Nope, that's a straight up miss.
Well, that's leaves me with the bonus action. I'm going to move another 30, and that's it for me. Oh,
Micheal calls out, "You coward!" and fires an arrow into the bard that's giving chase. Chicken Nugget is PO'd. That's her boyfriend you guys are killing.
Her boyfriend, huh?
uh-oh.
Fortunately for you guys, she doesn't have any AoE spells, and she does 12 thunder damage to Tempest.
Oh no.
And he's dead now.
And Tempest drops. And one of the paladins pulls out a heavy crossbow and fires at Miliki, and she takes some damage from that. I'm not sure how to turn that ray template.
If you click on the dot, you should be able to place the direct cone, or just make
Oops.
it one.
Well, anyway, it's going to hit both Ulnan and Nibbs because it'll get far enough to do that.
Okay, what do I roll?
Dexterity saving throw, DC 13.
No prob, Bob. Take half?
Yeah, fail or half as much on a success. So Nibbs, you take 2 thunder damage. Ulnan, you take 5. Ola Damara says, "Don't suppose there's any chance for peace at this point." Akai, Nibbs, Ulnan. Constitution saving throws, DC 15.
Sorry, I didn't catch which stat is it?
Constitution.
Okay. Oh, that's not so good for me.
Nibbs and Akai each take 15 damage. Ulnan, you take 7.
Nibbs goes down.
And he's going to use a Bardic Inspiration on Elgie. And it's her turn straight away. And I forget how much... Bardic Inspiration.
Can only be added to the attack roll except in certain circumstances with certain subclasses.
Yeah, so she's adding it to the attack roll. I just don't remember how much it is.
How much damage a greatsword does?
No, the Bardic Inspiration is a D6. 25 to hit Ulnan.
Absolutely a hit. Ulnan drops.
Is anybody still up?
Yeah, I am.
I am.
All right. The fight continues. Old Knell, death save, please.
Passed it.
Success. A couple of 25s to hit Deacon.
Easily hit.
And 17 force damage.
And now I'm down, I think. Yes.
And the paladin runs forward, seeing all this chaos, and calls out for everyone to halt their aggressions. Tia, death save, please.
Thought that was going to be a 2 for a second.
18 is better.
Much better, yep. Ulnan, you're down, right?
I am indeed.
Death save, please. 1 fail. Akai, it's your turn. All of your party members are down, and you heard the paladins shouting for combat to stop.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Attack!
Right. Well, I'm kind of surrounded here right now. I guess now. So when I'm shifted, it says I can move 10 feet.
You get 40.
No, but I move 10 feet as a reaction when a creature ends its turn within 5 feet of you. So, but I'm guessing
that would have had to have been done when somebody moved earlier.
Somebody moved. Okay. Because I'm just wondering if I move like this way, is that going to provoke an opportunity to attack?
Yeah.
Or are they going to listen to the paladin?
Well, it's your turn, so it's all eyes on you right now to see how you react to the instructions.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to attack, and I guess I won't move. So I'll just listen to the instructions, and I'll just not do anything.
Deacon, can you give me a death save, please?
Seems likely.
High is bad.
It's really bad.
Yeah, that's really bad. I just sent you a message, Deacon, for if you get out of this alive.
I see.
Mega, Lugga, and Gorkle. You guys would have let them know that you have health potions, right?
I don't think we took any secrets from them.
Sorry, you broke up there?
It seems reasonable. I don't think we would have kept secrets from them.
Okay. The 3 of them then would break up and give 1 healing potion to Tia, 1 to Nibbs, and 1 to Ulnan, since you guys are all in range of the 3 of them. if you all have health potions on your person.
I don't anymore. Wait a minute. I thought I had a potion, but I'm not seeing one here. I thought we all had a potion.
Yeah, I
It
have one also.
says I have a greater one. That seems like that's likely a mistake.
I also have a greater one.
I'm pretty sure that we all had one common and two of us had graders, except for me who used my common on a mule.
I don't have a common one anymore. I just have the greater one. And I swallow that gratefully.
So Nibbs, did you have a healing potion for them to use?
I don't have it on my sheet, even though I'm pretty sure that we all had one. But
Yeah, you must have just not added it. So go ahead and roll, because I do have a memory of you guys going and getting healing potions for everyone. So you're up to 6 hit points, and you wake up on the ground with a goblin standing over you with a potion, and it is your turn. You would see that Akai has lowered her weapons, but otherwise nothing's really changed since your last turn. What would you like to do?
Where's Maliki? Can I do an insight on Maliki?
Sure. So she's continuing to run, and she has her bow pointed back at Tyr. You figure it's a good bet she's going to keep fighting and running.
Oi, here comes a roll. High is bad. High-ish. So I have a range of 80. That's good?
You do? Yep.
No sneak attack damage, though. No, I'm going to aim. So I get advantage on that. I'll roll another d20 just to see if it's
Okay. Nope.
So
he takes 8.
no, he takes 17 because I have advantage on that, so he gets the sneak attack damage.
Oh.
Nibbs, you're earning your pay.
Tyr goes down.
Do I experience the quickening?
Yep.
Woo! I feel so judgy.
Yeah, you're gonna get. We'll talk about the bonus after.
Sure. Since I aimed, that's basically my entire turn. So go ahead.
Okay. The bard cries out as Tyr goes down.
Oh no!
So Maliki saves.
Oh, that's good. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thought that was an attack roll.
On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage.
This is important. She has low health.
Yep. She takes 6. She is still up. Maliki says thank you to Nibbs and continues to run and drops Bard. Seeing how you guys aren't attacking her friends, she's going to step over to Oladamara. He says, thanks, pet. Let's get out of here. And she starts to run away. This paladin, having seen these guys go down, takes a quick look at them, and the person who killed them, and misses Nibbs.
Oh no! Heavy crossbow.
Yeah. Oladamara says, thanks for the fun, friends, and books it out of there.
Akai, attack of opportunity.
Can
Stab
I?
him in
Can
the
I?
butt.
I was going to just say, can I?
I was also going to say, can I have an attack of opportunity? Because I'm awake now.
That is true. If you guys want to take attacks of opportunity, you can. Akai, you had said that you were standing down, so that may change what he does if you do attack him.
Tia has just woken up and seen Tempest's dead body right beside her. She's attacking.
All right.
I didn't say she was any good at it.
Nope. 11 misses. Akai, were you going to take an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, I am.
Don't sound so excited about it.
Well, I want to, but I'm like, okay. Anyway, I will. Yeah.
That's a hit.
Now, how do I have to roll the damage on that? Sorry.
It already did the damage. 9 piercing.
Perfect. Okay.
Akai, Tia, and the goblins all make a Constitution saving throw. You all fail. To be fair, only one goblin is there because the other two left. You all take 21 damage.
I'm unconscious, but it was worth it.
And Gorkle is dead.
Oh, not Gorkle.
Nibbs?
I just died.
I mean, I imagine 19 puts you out.
Yeah.
She stabs you because she thinks it's funny and rides off.
Fair enough.
Does that drop you to 3 death saves? Or just to 2? How many did you have failed already?
None.
No, he was at 6 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
But isn't there something? Oh, yeah. 19. Yeah, he didn't do twice my.
No. And he misses Miliki. He's going to action surge. And miss again. 2 threes. And that's his turn. Old Knell, you're still unconscious, aren't you?
With 2 failed death saving throws to my name, Shades' turn.
What damage dropped you?
It was ages ago in the fight. It was probably LG with her greatsword, I think, because I managed to survive Deathbringer's mace attack. I'm pretty sure it was LG put me down.
Yeah, I think you're right. You have a private message in Discord?
Sounds good.
Akai, you're down, right?
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Oh, how much of a dick is Shades?
I'm guessing a major dick.
That'd be a good guess.
Now I get bonus points.
Your new character can have inspiration.
Was that rolled at disadvantage?
It wasn't aimed at her.
I think those are for me.
No, it was at Miliki.
Miliki goes down.
And Shades is a new god of nature?
Not necessarily. Alrighty. This paladin is going to use a point of lay on hands on Deacon. So you get 1 hit point back.
Alright.
And he uses a lay on hands on old Knell. So he gets 1 hit point back.
Is that 2 rounds or?
Oh, that would be 2 actions, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yep.
He just starts walking over towards old Knell. He can't actually do anything. You can split movement, you can't split an action. Tia, guess what time it is?
Dual time?
1 successful saving throw. Ulnan, what are you gonna do?
Oh, Aladamara.
That would be a hit. So close. Anything else?
I'm just checking. Trying to do this all on my tablet is time consuming, unfortunately.
Pick
That's
up
all right.
somebody who can hit him with a ranged attack. Pick up Akai and she can shoot him in the back with a bow.
Unconsciously.
Well, yeah, but Ulnan's going to heal you.
Oh, all in one move.
Maybe.
Well, that'd be cool.
I'm going to use my last 1d6 healing light on old Knell.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
Come on, man. Pick up somebody in initiative who can kill him.
Well, I'm up.
Screw you.
All right. Old Knell gets 3 hit points. Anything
No,
else?
not me. Not me. I'm the wrong order in initiative.
That's metagaming.
No, that's it for me.
Anything else? Okay. Ulnan, does a 19 hit?
Of course it does.
10 piercing damage. And he says, "We said stand down!"
I will once that fucker... edit that out, please. I will once he's dead. So sorry about that thing.
No worries. An 11 misses you, right, Ulnan?
That is a miss.
But that's a ranged attack that missed, and there's totally enemies in the field of fire behind him.
That's true, but I usually don't do that unless it's a critical miss.
Boo.
Akai, you're currently down, right?
Yep.
Death save, please. Success. Deacon, you woke up to see a paladin laying his hand on your chest, and he said, "Stay down," before he continued moving off to help someone else.
So, what's the deal with shooting while prone? Do I have a disadvantage if I'm prone?
Good question.
I'm not sure I've ever come across that question before, by the way. I have no idea.
The prone creature has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Well then, I will stand up and drop my shield as my arm hangs loosely at my side, and I'll level my crossbow at Oli and give it a shot.
With a two-handed crossbow?
Hand crossbow.
Okay. What's the range on that?
It is at long range, so it's 120 feet, I think. Let me just check.
Okay. Yeah, 120.
Yeah. And I will use my... Do I have inspiration? How do I tell?
If you had DM inspiration, you'd have to declare that you were using it before the attack roll.
Oh, what does it do? I always played that you re-rolled your attack.
It allows you to roll advantage.
Okay. I am going to do that this turn. I can't tell if I have it, though, or not.
You already rolled, so you can't use it.
But I'm going to fire again with my bonus action.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. So that would cancel the disadvantage. You just roll a flat roll.
And that'll be great. And I'm also going to use one of my maneuvers. Let's do a disarming attack. I think that adds damage. Yes, it does.
I think he's too far out for the cutting words. He's 90 feet.
Oh, yeah, it has to be within 60, eh? Yeah, within 60 feet. Okay, never mind.
So I need to roll one of my superiority die, which is a D8. So that would be 14 damage.
And all of Damara goes down.
And then I'm just gonna drop my crossbow and drop to the ground.
Mega and Lugga go run back to Gorkle and weep over his corpse. Nibbs, are you conscious or no? No, I don't think you are.
No, but I'd like to be.
Well, let's see how you roll on your death save. Not good enough to be conscious, but still a success.
Well, I'd like to pass my turn at this point.
Oh, I rolled that wrong. Or did I? Yeah, ranged attacks are at disadvantage. When you're prone, I don't think she has anything she can add to that to make it hit you. Deacon, a chaos bolt slams into the ground right beside you.
I am just going to lay there.
Oh, wait. I forgot she's got... does she have anything good for meta magic?
Actually, wait a second. I just thought of something. I had to drop my shield because my arm was broken. So that would make my AC 15, actually.
That hits.
And I'm unconscious.
Yep. You take 14 poison damage. But you are stable at 0 hit points and unconscious.
Cool.
Who else is up right now?
I am.
Did the paladin have actions to get to me or no?
He didn't. No.
Not yet, because I'll have to make a death save before you get to do that.
Didn't Ulnan heal you?
Ulnan did heal old Knell.
Yeah, he's got 3 hit points.
I do?
You should.
Thank you.
Ulnan takes 2 force damage. Old Knell takes 4. As the Eldritch Knight casts Magic Missile at you guys.
Well, that puts me out.
Me too.
And he picks up all of Damara's body and starts to run away.
Ryan, question, was healing Tempest an option ever once he was down, or is he dead? And then we can assume Damara is also dead.
NPCs are dead when they hit 0 hit points.
Gotcha, thanks.
LG picks up Chicken Nugget, and they ride off. The fighter, having lost his entire party, collapses to his knees when he sees Miliki die and weeps. Old Knell, death save, please. Success. Old Knell, you are stable at 0 hit points and unconscious. Not Old Knell. Ulnan, sorry. Tia, your turn. That is a fail. Old Knell, you are stabilized at 0 hit points.
Is there anyone else in our party who is still conscious and at risk of dying? Which that initiative order would still matter.
I fall into the latter category.
Yeah, I think Akai and Nibbs are still unconscious and haven't been stabilized.
Yep.
Correct.
So Akai, death save, please. Success. Nibbs, death save, please. That's a fail.
Yep.
Nibbs is not stabilized. Tia, death save. That's a fail. Nibbs, you are stabilized at 0 hit points.
Okay.
Akai, you are stabilized at 0 hit points.
Yay.
Tia, you are not stabilized. And I need a death save from Tia. That is a fail.
And Tia is gone. That is her third death save in a row.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, Jodi.
Aw, dang it.
It happens.
Sorry, Jodi.
It sucks when it happens like this.
And that is the end of that combat.
I wouldn't have actually minded if I'd been able to be in this fight, but I actually wasn't.
The only thing she did all game was make death saves.
And 1 attack of opportunity.
Yep.
That was a rough one.
That was a rough one.
I think I'm going to bow out for the rest of the evening, but you guys, good luck.
Well, I was thinking this is actually a good spot to stop for the night. Those who could stabilize have. Those who have gotten away have. And there's lots of stuff to figure out now between this session and the next one.